Hi, Mark Satterfield here. Let's talk a little bit about branding. It's something that I know you probably think about a fair amount. I know it's something that we spend a lot of time working on with our clients, and to be honest, it's something I personally think about for my own business as well. So after close to 30 years of doing this, thought I'd share some thoughts that might be helpful to you. And branding, of course, is different for those of us who are in the coaching, consulting, expert advice giving business. It's certainly different than my days in working in consumer packaged goods with Pepsi and Kraft Foods. Now, look, I mean, I've got a company called Gentle Rain Marketing. It's a cool name for a company, and I love my little logo with the Gentle Rain Man. But, in all honesty, nobody hires me because of the name of the company. Nobody hires me because of the logo. What the brand really winds up being, and this is true for me, and it's, I think, true for you, is the brand is us. And it really is all about us as individuals. So when prospective clients are making a decision in terms of who they want to work with, it's kind of a two-step process. First of all, they make a, I guess for lack of a better term, a competency decision. Does this person have the level of knowledge? Does this person have the expertise that I want in order to solve the particular problem? And you got to pass that hurdle. And I'm assuming that you do. And that's great. The problem winds up being is that there's still lots and lots of very qualified people out there. Now, I mean, I know an awful lot about marketing and branding and client attraction and digital marketing and all that. But guess what? There's a lot of other people who know an awful lot about it who are really, really good as well. So, why me versus them? Why you versus your competition? And the answer gets down to that more soft and fuzzy issue of they feel a connection. They actually like you. They feel that this is somebody that they would be comfortable working with. That's really your brand. Okay, so how do we get that brand out? And then the answer to that becomes content distribution. Now, if you're comfortable in front of a camera, video is awesome. I, I got an email from a friend saying, "What teleprompter service do you use?" And I was kind of flattered because it sounded as though I was actually talking and, there was a sequence to it and I was making sense. But quite frankly, I'm talking to you as I would be, talking to a friend or a coaching client. It's not scripted at all. I have a general kind of, theme that I'm going to talk about. But beyond that, it's just kind of, Mark talking. And if you can get yourself to the point where you're comfortable doing that in front of a camera, that's probably going to be the easiest way to build your brand. But it's not the only way. If you don't feel comfortable being visually in front of someone, but you're good at talking, hey, record it and then put that out there. If you aren't comfortable with either of those or in addition to, then there's always writing. And the more that you can write and distribute your ideas, again, it's getting yourself out there. So it's really about content. And that's really what builds our brand because that establishes this know, like, and trust about, why this person rather than that person. So what I would encourage you to do is to think about, okay, what do I know? What would be interesting to my audience and how can I distribute it? And then in terms of distribution, you've got a lot of different ways of doing it. Now, back when I started, you basically had your website and you had your blog that was connected to your website. Social media, I'll be honest with you, I was a very late adopter to social media. And the light didn't really go on for me until someone explained to me that the social media channels are just that. They're like channels on a TV. So there's going to be some people that will consume your information because you post your video on YouTube. There are going to be some people that are going to get to know you because of your blog. There are going to some people that are going to get to know you because you posted on Facebook. Others because you posted on LinkedIn. Others because you posted on Instagram. Others because you're active on Twitter. Those are all different channels. Now, you don't have to create unique content for each of those. In many cases, you can just, create one thing and, you push it out through the various channels, and you'll discover that, there's some overlap, but by and large, you're reaching different people. And if you do it on a consistent basis, then what happens is you start to build this community. And building a community is really what brand building is all about. So I hope that makes sense. Hope you found that helpful. As always, I hope I have a chance to speak with you personally someday in the future. But until then, bye for now.